Welcome to the Divine Grace System. In this system, we firmly believe that nifty trading is a science. But before we start, we want to give you an important warning. This can be highly thought-provoking and controversial, what you are going to see in this video. It might be totally against what you have already read or heard about the market. It can either make you stop trading altogether, or you are surely going to understand that stock market is not a casino. If you want to continue trading, you have to take it as a full-time business that can give you around 2 to 10% of your capital per month. You will understand that most of us are not made to make billions from thousands. Such opportunities are rare and are very difficult to catch. Many traders get ruined, their families get ruined, their relationships get devastated because they come to the market to gamble, and the market has been created in such a way that all gamblers do lose. The mission of the Divine Grace System is to help students attain a joyful state of being by freeing their minds of stress, fear, and greed. A major cause of fear in the minds of people is financial insecurity, and especially in countries like ours, where most of the people are not well off. Many of our brothers and sisters do not know if their jobs will remain or if their business will ever give them enough money to survive. By divine grace, a system has been developed, a system of trading in Nifty that can help students free their minds of financial worries so that they can devote their time for attaining true happiness for themselves, for their families, for their community, for their country. We want students to experience this joy of freedom, freedom from worries, freedom from wrong notions, freedom from greed, freedom from grief. Using this system, it is possible, highly possible, to generate around 2 to 10% monthly profit on the investment you make. Even those giants like Warren Buffett make only around 2.5% per month. But look at the empires they have built. This chart, this image is showing our past. This is how we have been doing our trading. Look at it, it's so beautifully created. When the market is going up, you enter, but you enter at a place somewhere here. You are thrilled, you have a euphoria. Okay, it is going to go up, as if it's never going to go down. Do you remember your mindset when you see the market going up? Does it ever come to your mind at that time, and do you believe in that? Even if it comes, that it's going to fall very soon. The market always moves in a wave fashion. It always goes on oscillating. If it is going up today, it's going to go down tomorrow. But at such highs, who thinks? And then it starts falling. And then anxiety comes. No, 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 it's not falling. It's going to go up again. This thought comes. And then we start thinking, should we become long-term investors? Nobody can make money in a short term. We will also be able to make money in the long term. And then slowly, slowly, the market goes further down. And then fear, desperation, panic, and then we surrender. And then there comes a time when we make decisions like, I would never come to the market again. And that was exactly the time where you could have made a lot of money, and then it starts going up from there, and then you enter at a wrong place once again. How many times has this happened with you? At bottoms, you are so scared. I remember when the market was somewhere around 2500 in 2008. Nobody was a buyer. When it was at 6300, everybody wanted to enter the train. And then you heard cases like people committing suicides. This must change. And if you follow divine grace system totally, this is going to change. This thought might be coming to your mind. Why have we given this system this name, divine grace? We believe that everything happens by divine will, by divine grace. There is this highest supreme power, supreme intelligence that is governing everything under and above the sun. Even the knowledge of this system has come by the same root. We firmly believe that we should live our life in joy and fulfillment and love. But this fulfillment is never possible if one is all the time worried about money, where the next meal is going to come from, if there is insecurity, financial, in the mind. When one's financial requirements are well taken care of, one can fully devote oneself to higher pursuits of life. But if that is not happening in one's life, it is difficult. One would all the time be busy in thinking about where the money is going to come from. We have chosen stock market education because it is the simplest of money making places in the world. Nifty trading, it does not require long hours of duty. You only have to work around 6 hours a day. And you are free when you don't want to work. And in this system, when you will learn it, you will realize that making 2 to 10% per month is not difficult at all, and it's not rocket science. You only have to have an objective mind that is able to unlearn what has been learned in the past and be open to this new learning. Be open to this objective, gorgeous learning. If you follow this system with strict discipline, there is absolute surety that you will have sufficient time for yourself, your family, your friends, your community, your country, and your financial worries will be taken care of. And you will be able to live a life full of happiness. Before we proceed, let us for a moment think about the current way of trading of most of the traders in this market, even ourselves. What have we been doing all these years? Why is it that 95% of traders are losers and it's hardly 5% who make consistent money? Why is it that money making is so difficult? Apparently it looks so easy. You see the charts going up and you start wondering, if I had bought there and if I had sold there, or charts going down, you start thinking, if I had sold over there at the top and then bought at the bottom. But then when you start facing the market, sit in front of the market from 9:15 to 3:30, you realize that it's not that easy. Why is it so? Have you ever thought about it? Why is making money difficult in this market? Let us ask ourselves some uncomfortable questions. Why is it that even on getting totally disheartened, after losing a lot of money, and even after making firm resolutions that you will never ever trade again, you still keep coming back to the market obsessively? Have you heard of this term, Sanskrit word, spriha, insatiable greed? Most of us are too lost in this feeling of spriha to stop ourselves from getting ruined again and again in the stock market. We forget our promises to ourselves, our resolutions so fast. We earn money outside the market, come back to the market, lose it, and then go back to make some more money to play the game again. Why is it that those of us who follow signals of charts or tips given by experts or advice of famous market pundits, we still continue to make losses? It's not that all our trades incur losses. Some of them do and some don't. But the overall results are mostly negative. The reason is that the system, this market is designed in such a way that any mechanical method in which your intelligence is not used is going to give terrible jitters to all players. And unless you understand the behind the scene happenings, it is very, very difficult to make consistent profit. It's very, very difficult. Why is it that most of us continue riding our losses? We don't want to come out of our loss-making trades. We continue shifting our stop losses. Does it not happen with you? And when it's a profitable trade, we want to book the profits very fast. Why is it that it's difficult to accept losses? A normal mind is a vacillating mind, is a wavering mind. It becomes imbalanced in the wake of adversities. It needs to be trained to remain calm in difficult situations. There are two demons that exist in all minds. Their names are fear and greed. Most of our decisions in the market arise from the impulsiveness caused by either of the two or both of them. Most of the times we do not follow rationality, clear reasoning. We have got in the habit of reckless trading. Unless this bad pattern is broken with a balanced and knowledgeable mind, there is very little chance that anyone can make profits in this market. Unless the old stale ways are given up, there is no scope of growth in any field. What to say of the stock market? Let us study our past in the following few charts. Let us look at these charts to understand how we got deceived by the media and many other sources, and then how we behaved so recklessly earlier, and even now we must be doing the same. Do you remember this day, December 9th, 2013? The current ruling party, BJP, came to power in MP and Rajasthan. The market opened at an all-time high at this place, 6480, somewhere around that. And within no time, within 15 minutes, it had come down by almost 100 points. What is this? There was so much euphoria in the morning. Those who are keen watchers of Singapore Nifty must have believed that it's opening so high, it is going to go up now. And then there was a fall of 100 points and it kept on falling throughout the day. And after that, what happened? It went down further. From 6480, it went down to around 5980, almost 500 points. It came down in the next few days. It did not come back to 6480 for the next 2 months. So was the market cheering the election results or booing the results? Was it happy about them or unhappy? Why did it happen like that? Another important day, May 16th, 2014, Lok Sabha election results were announced. BJP came to power this time. And then what happened? The market opened gap up somewhere here, around 200 points up from the previous day. Went up further by more than 200 points, 7,600 plus. And then slowly started coming back, coming down, and then there was a fall of more than 400, 500 points afterwards. What is this? Who was gaining from this behavior in the market? Who were the gainers? Can you think? Somebody must have gained. Within a day, you see such huge movements, almost 250, 300 points, and then 500 points, and then once again 100 points, more than that. Think, please. So was the market happy about BJP coming to power or unhappy? A recent happening, Brexit. Before Brexit, I suppose a month before, everybody in the media, all great market analysts were saying, if Brexit happened, it would be highly negative for the market. There would be a sharp fall. Yes, just see, there was a sharp fall. It opened gap down by almost 200 points. Then went down further by almost 100 points. There were huge volumes seen here. And then all of a sudden it turned around and went up by almost 200 points. Was the market happy or unhappy about Brexit? Why did it open gap down, went down further, if it had to go up afterwards? Do you have any rational answers? Another recent happening, GST. They were all saying weeks before GST was passed by Rajya Sabha, that if it happened, the market would see a new high. It would be so positive for the Indian economy. But what actually happened in the market? Where was that hype when GST was passed? It opened somewhere around 8630, went down by almost 90 points, 80-90 points, and then closed somewhere in the middle. And they were saying that the market had already discounted GST. There was a very lackluster response to GST. But then what happened the very next day? Just see. The market went up to 8715, somewhere around that, which was almost 150 points above the previous day's lows. And they started saying that it was because of the GST. A new beginning had been made in the Indian economy, and it would be up, up, up from here on. And then within no time, in the next few days, let me tell you, the market had come back to 8560. What is this? One day the market reacts in one way, the very next day it reacts completely differently. Why does it happen like that? Try to think, please. Those who are moving this market, the biggest players, the smartest players, are they so indecisive that one day they react positively and the next day they change their mind and start reacting negatively? How can the same event evoke completely opposite reactions in the same minds in the span of a single day? And this is not just a one-time occurrence. It's a regular occurrence. Every rise is followed by a fall and vice versa. The market keeps on oscillating, keeps on following that wave-like movement. Why is it that the market always keeps itself in a range? Think, please. Don't you think that there's something strange here? What is it that you are not understanding? Imagine the condition of those who had gone long because of a certain hype in the media, and their stop losses were triggered in a big way. Or those who were made to believe that certain political outcomes would be maliciously negative for the market, and then they went short, only to get caught on the wrong foot this time too. Think, please. Think, if 95% of people are losing money, there are those 5% who are gainers, and most of the time they do gain. How is it that their thinking is smarter than ours? Once again, see this dreadful scenario. What would happen if you buy at the green arrow or sell at the red one with 50-point stop loss and 50-point target? Is this not what you are doing daily? This is precisely the reason that you end up losing money every single day. You get impulsive when you see a breakout, and you try to board the running train. And when you realize that it's a wrong train, you want to get off very fast with your stop losses. This is the history of 95% of the traders in all markets. The following questions I'm not going to answer for you. I want you to contemplate deeply on them. Question number 1. Why is it that the stock market oscillates all the time? it keeps itself in a particular range. Second, why is it that the cutting from expiry to expiry is around 250 points? It means that the market remains within a range of 250 points on an average, and yet we are not able to earn from it. Why? Let me give you a small hint. The at the money calls and puts are around 125 rupees each at the start of the month. Now you think on your own. See this chart of 9 years. Up, down, again up, down, again up, again down, and in between so many ups, downs, ups, downs, ups, downs, ups, downs, ups, downs, ups, downs, ups, downs. There were countless good and bad news, and the market kept oscillating. Why? Why is it that no news is good news forever or bad news forever? Why is it that all news, however good it is or however bad it is, only has transient effect on the market? Most of us are not able to make money. What are the problems that most of us face? You might be aware of them or not. But let me tell you, these are the problems. 1. Strategy. Any signal from the charts or tip provider or market pundits you follow can only guarantee you around 50% success. Take it from me. This game is created in such a manner that you cannot be successful all the time. How many times you have seen that the moment you buy, the market goes down, and when you reverse the position, it goes up? So many times you must have got caught in the whipsaws of the market. Many times you have seen that it gets so tightly range bound that you are not able to make heads or tails of it. Strategy. Wrong strategy is the first problem, and the second one is gambling. Many naive traders are in the habit of seeing the previous day's charts, and they get into a wishful thinking like, if I had sold at that place and bought now, I would have made so much money. Their minds then make them put all their eggs in one basket. They wager all that they have in one big bet, and then mostly, yes, mostly they lose all that they have. Most of us must have seen so many families getting ruined due to this casino style impulsive trading. The third problem is the psychology. It cannot just be that all your trades will be successful. A seasoned, balanced mind trader would continue to follow his system even if some trades go wrong. He would be so confident about his strategies that he would never lose heart. Whenever he would miscalculate, it would give him an opportunity to fine-tune his approach even more. But for the amateurs, in the event of failure, they would get despondent very soon and would try to find faults with this or that. They would not stop and ponder about the results, about what went wrong and what new strategies can be adopted, about the learning from the failures. Their mind would get despaired and they would not be able to find any solution. If you want to follow Divine Grace system, give it a try. You again have to think about these questions. Do I trade with a mindset of making profits within a few minutes. If you do insist that you have to be a short-term or intraday trader only, you will surely and regularly get into the grip of greed and fear, and you will regularly lose money. Do I consider the stock market as a casino where I go to gamble? Do I want consistent returns of 2 to 10% of my capital per month? Or do I want to become a millionaire, billionaire overnight? If you think that the market will make you very, very rich overnight, you are in for creating a lot of misery for yourself as well as your family. Do I believe that the market runs automatically on fundamentals, economic and political? Or do I understand that it is being run by some highly intelligent, very smart human beings? The charts that you see forming every day cannot be created without the intervention of human mind. There have to be some smart players who work deftly to create these charts. If we can devise a way to know their moves, their trades, we can be great winners in this market. This work of divine grace system, for whom it is meant. If you're somebody who believes in gaining unlimited profit in a short time, this is the wrong place for you. Please close this website and go somewhere else. But if you are the one who wants to get consistent returns of 2 to 10% per month and who wants to have a long-term vision, then this system of divine grace can be a life-changing decision. There are 3 main prerequisites to be successful in share trading. Many traders try to find a perfect strategy or a perfect trip provider or a perfect market pundit following whom they can become winners. But it is the experience of millions of them all over the world that mere strategies or tips of pundits are not sufficient reasons to be successful. You must fulfill 3 essential conditions. 1. Your strategy has to be very, very good. In divine grace system, we understand that there are 2 types of players in the market: smart players and not so smart players. It is imperative to know what those smart players are doing so that you can follow them and make good profit. In DGS, you will learn to recognize the mindset as well as the trades of those highly intelligent traders. Once that is done, you will easily comprehend the trend of the market and then make good profit. The second condition is money management. You have to devise a way so that even your losing trades do not lose much money and winning trades give you the desired results. You must be thinking, how can that be possible? Yes, that is highly possible if you learn to make options as your main tool of trading. Merely selling options or buying them can be disastrous in trading. Sellers earn 10 months a year and lose everything in the remaining 2. There is a saying. Buyers of options keep losing all the time. It is seldom that they make profit. In the Divine Grace course, you learn to create 2 types of strategies. We call them strategic combos, containing a mix of buy and sell of calls and puts that ensure minimum to nil losses in your trades. Using the strategic combos, you will not be scared of initiating your trades. You will always have the courage to enter a trade whenever the right opportunity arises. In Divine Grace, you have to make a promise to yourself that you will not put at stake more than 1.5% of your capital in any single trade. It is possible that your profit will also remain moderate, but your capital will always remain protected. These two tools of strategic combos will ensure little to nil losses in your losing trades. The third condition is the balanced mind. If you have a wavering mind, you will always be doubtful if you made the right move or not. You will not be able to hold on to your winning trades and will continue losing in your losing ones. In the Divine Grace system, you also have to make another promise to yourself that you will never ever give up on the discipline. That is, you will not fall a prey to the two ferocious demons, fear and greed. It is these promises and resolves that will make you a great trader. What will you learn in this system, in this course? As stated earlier, you will understand that there are two types of players in this market, smart ones and not so smart ones. It is imperative for you to know what those smart players are doing, and once you do come to know, then you initiate your trades, not before. And those trades will be initiated with the tools of those two strategic combos that will ensure minimum losses or nil losses in case there is any mistake. In the Divine Grace system, you will learn 4 great strategies. 1. There will be a monthly trade. Depending on what the smart players are doing, you will try to understand their future moves and the possible direction of the market then. Once you clearly comprehend the mind of the smart players, you will just follow them with the tool of those strategic combos and make good money. The second one, again depending upon what the smart players are indicating, what they are giving you as signals, you will try to understand their short-term moves also. When the market will just be going to change the short-term or medium-term trend, sometimes they give you signals. Now these trades are for 1 or 2 days and they give you at least 1% profit. But even these trades will be done with the strategic combos so that your mind can be at peace in case the market behaves awkwardly. The third strategy is about buying options. Normally we don't recommend buying options, but there are times towards the end of the month when you can get around 500% to 2000% profits in some unsafe trades and the risks involved are very low. You will learn how to recognize those trades. The condition again in these trades is also that you will not invest more than 1.5% of your capital in them. So even if you lose, it would not hurt you much. And the last strategy would be a 3-chart strategy for those obsessive technical followers. This strategy will help in reducing the occurrences of the whipsaws and at the same time make sure that stop losses do not hurt you. You will learn to combine your charts, your signals with the strategic combos to achieve this goal. In the Divine Grace system, you will learn how fear and greed have been responsible for all your losses thus far. You will also understand how you can be very careful the next time. You will understand that you cannot get good trades every day. If you get 5 to 15 of them per month, you will consider yourself lucky. You will start appreciating the importance of discipline. Normally, it is the indiscipline and the impulsiveness that cause big losses. You will also learn that trading is not a mechanical exercise. It requires sharp intelligence to grasp the moves of the smart players, and then you should also have indomitable courage and balance to follow them. You will also learn what are the times and signs when not trading would be the best policy possible. There's a humble request. If you want to enroll yourself for the course, we want that you should think about it very carefully. We do not believe in making quick money or using stock market as a casino. It is a disciplined way of doing a neat business. It can be hard work requiring infinite patience and perseverance. It is not that you will get good trades every day. Sometimes you may not get them even for 3-4 days at a stretch. But when you do get them, the chances of success will be great. Please clearly understand and accept the following before proceeding to give your fee. You will be following this system in two ways. A. You will follow it through the 4 divine grace rules. You will try to decipher the entire movement of Nifty. You will need to strictly adhere to those rules. These rules will give you good positional and intraday trades. In case there is any confusion in understanding, you will need to close your trading until clarity returns. And secondly, you will need to follow the money management system in the form of the 2 strategic combos. This MMS or money management system will put a brake on your overtrading habit. Now, there are 3 ways in which you can do this course. You may either go for the video tutorials that will explain the entire course in a few videos. They have been designed in such a way that you will be able to understand the entire learning easily. Or the second way is that you may attend a webinar that is held once a month in the expiry week of the month. And the third is that you may attend a seminar in Delhi with the author of this system. These seminars are also held in the expiry week. Once you do the course, you will understand that the expiry week is the most important week in the market, as the smart players create their next month's strategies in that week. In both the webinars and seminars, on the first day there'll be a class of about 6 to 8 hours, and from Monday to Thursday you will have to sit with the teacher for about an hour daily to understand the moves, the coming moves of the smart players. For the webinar or seminar students, they'll be free email or WhatsApp support for 1 month. If needed, we will give you a call on our own. And for those who opt for video tutorials, they can attend a 1-hour session for clearing their doubts, for asking questions about the strategies. And after that, one may subscribe for a monthly support at a very nominal charge of 2500 rupees. In this support, we will help you recognize the monthly trades, the short-term trades, and the buying options trades. Before signing up, if you have any queries, you may call Nitin at 800 64,055.